Hey guys, it's me again, Michael with Tennessee Survivalist. Doing another video in my Tennessee's Mentality gear selection video, just kind of showing what I'm using and why. And today we're going to be on the subject of containers. Containers can be a lot of things. They can be used for a lot more things than you really realize. What little bit I've got laid out in front of me is what I carry in my bug out bag. And I'll tell you what I like and what I dislike about it. I can tell you that there's going to be some up and coming improvements to my gear. What I've got here works fine. I don't have a problem with it, but I'll tell you what I'm going to be replacing in the future, most likely, and why as we go. First, it's important to understand that your containers is not just something to store food or water in, or carry food or water in. Your container really can start off with your backpack. That's a type of container, or whatever type of pack or bag you have your gear in. Anything that you store things in is a container, but for the most part we're going to look at containers pertaining to food and water consumption. It's important to be able to carry at least a small amount of water in some type of sealed container. It's important to have some type of container that you can collect water with. It's important to have some type of container that you can boil water with. And it's, to me, important to be able to have some type of containers that I can also cook other types of food in. So let's go over what I've got here. First thing on the list is my stainless steel cup. I do like stainless steel over about any other type of metal container out there. You can buy these in aluminum. You can buy them, they're just stamped metal, they're porcelain coated, they're fine too. You can get expensive and buy titanium, which is great, but for me, for all intents and purposes, the stainless is the best all around. They clean up fairly well, they're easy to sanitize, they're more durable than the aluminum, much cheaper than the titanium. This is just a basic stainless steel cup. I'm not sure what size. I'm thinking about 16 ounces. Lots of companies sell these. This one probably came from Walmart. It's one of the cheaper ones. Cheap doesn't really matter as long as it functions. The only difference I can tell you between this one and one of the expensive ones from some of the I can't remember who makes the bigger name brands that make some of these, is the handles. These handles do not lock out. They kind of flop around the breeze. Not a big deal to me, especially when I can get this for $5, and some of the more expensive ones are 15 to 20 bucks. You'll see yet another reason why I like this cup here in a minute. But this cup gives me the ability to drink from it. I can collect water with it. I can, if I need to, I can put this on the fire itself and boil water to make it safe to drink. And a real worst case scenario, if I need to dig a hole, I can dig it out with this. It's plenty durable enough. The handles probably wouldn't take a lot of prying and torquing on, but neither would any of the more expensive ones either. As far as what it's designed to do, it works fine, and for other purposes, then it would still function. In addition to that, I have the small bush pot here. This particular one is made by Stanley, and I really, really do like this. I've had this one here for quite some time, for a long time, and still occasionally it's my coffee pot as well. You can collect water with it. You can cook with it. You can cook small meals in it if there's small amounts of soups or stews. About the only thing you can't really do in it is use it for a skillet type surface. The pot itself has a retractable handle, locks into place, works pretty well. It does have a plastic toggle on the lid. And it snaps in an upright position. I'll always leave it up like that. I've never had a problem with this melting or being damaged by fire at all, unless I've used this a lot. The lid has little holes in it where if you're boiling something out, say you're making some type of concoction from wild plants, and you need to strain the liquid from the solid inside it. You can hold the lid on and pour it, makes a strainer. When you buy these, it's going to come with a couple of hard plastic cups. I took the cups out because I didn't need them. I have my stainless cup. As you can see, I use it for storage, for all kinds of other things in my bug out bag. I'm not going to get into all the contents in there at the moment, but this little pot works really, really well. It's made extremely well, and an added bonus is it'll nest right inside of my cup. That in itself makes a pretty nice basic kit. As far as being able to carry water, the only thing I have in my pack is these plastic military canteens. They're light, they're functional, they're durable, they work. That's the only reason I've got them. Now, I will go ahead and tell you, I may trade this out later down the road for a stainless steel canteen from somewhere like Clean Canteen or Pathfinder store, just for the one reason only, and so I would have yet another container that I could put over a fire. Other than that, this functions perfect for my needs. Last on the list is a small cook set. I'll tell you some likes and dislikes about this. My number one like was it was inexpensive. This one come off Amazon. I think I only paid about $18 for it. Yes, I know you get what you pay for. It functions on it. Functions fine. I've used it some. I haven't had it for a real long time, so it's not been field tested over the years. But it has been used over both propane and open fire. So let's just look at what it comes with. It all nests together, so you've got this small skillet, which was the main reason I wanted it. It is a non-stick finish on the inside and outside. I like that, but at the same time, it's not very durable. Now, it's held up just fine, but as far as long-term durability, I do expect this to get to where there's no non-stick coating left on it eventually. It is metal, though, as opposed to aluminum. Then we have some of these little gizmos I probably will never use that come with it, but I just keep them in there for fun. You've got a small pot. It works very well. And I was talking about the non-stick finish. One thing that happens a lot of times with the gear we keep in our packs, or we use camping or hiking or for shit as a fam, it gets beat and banged around, and the non-stick finish will generally crack and start splitting. And I just noticed that there's a pretty sharp, you probably can't see it on the camera, pretty sharp little dent in the bottom of this already, and it's not cracked on the inside, so that's a good sign. The handles are plastic coated on these, but the metal goes all the way up through the inside, so the plastic probably will burn off, fall off, crack off eventually. They'll still be usable regardless. It does have a small lid you can put on there. It's great for cooking small amounts of soups or stews or anything like that. And the little kit come with 2 small plastic bowls. They're super light. I just left them in here. They're probably fairly useless, but they could come in handy. This is kind of a serving spoon, if you will. Again, it's super lightweight. Nothing I would trust my life with, but it's light enough to just keep in there because it comes with a kit, and if it breaks, I throw it away. And the last thing it comes with is a special little sponge, kind of like a natural sea sponge that's pretty much scratch proof to keep the inside of your pans clean. That's the problem with anything non-stick. With that said, I do still like this kit. It's served me well so far. It's not very heavy, fairly compact. Comes with a little mesh bag. I'll find it back here. A little mesh bag to keep it all in. So it does work, and it works pretty well. Now, as far as what I don't like about the items you see laid out in front of you, I already stated about the canteen. I probably will, like I said, replace it with a stainless steel one, just so it can be put in the fire itself. This little kit here will probably get replaced with either an all stainless steel kit identical to it, or something I've been looking at as the Pathfinder store sells, a folding skillet about the same size as the skillet that comes with this, that's completely stainless steel, really heavy duty, and they sell a small tea kettle type kettle that's about the size of this pot. And the two will nest together and be a package about the same size as this. And that kettle has a full-size removable lid. It can be used for the same thing this pot can be used for. It also has a little basket that goes in it where you can use it for its intended purposes, for making teas, coffees, or any kind of concoctions from wild plants. That will probably get replaced later down the road, and when I get those items in, I'll do a review on them as well and show you what I'm swapping out in my kit. But the bottom line for containers is make sure that you have something to collect water in, carry water in, drink water out of, and be able to cook in if that's what you feel like you need. And make sure it can all be put over an open fire, because fresh water is not always necessarily going to be available. That's all I've got on containers. Like I said, it's a pretty simple subject. Just think about everything being multi-use. Like I said, even just something as simple as just a cup could suffice me if I had to, because on top of being able to cook with it, dip water up with it, collect water, boil water, drink water, even make a small amount of soup in it. I can also use it for things like digging a hole or any numerous other improvised uses. Whatever you do, just make sure your gear works. Think about stainless steel over any other metal out there. Aluminum's lightweight, but it bends easy. Titanium's very expensive, and quite honestly, your money could be better spent buying something else. That's it for now. Once again, thanks for watching. Hit me up on Facebook. Put any kind of comments you may have on this video on here. Be sure to subscribe. See y'all next time.